I've worked with over 200 entrepreneurs in the last 2 years, and I've watched some of them go from startups to surpassing multi-five figures per month, to seeing companies exiting for 7 figures, hiring their first employee, and much more. Today, I want to show you the systems that have taken every single one of these companies to surpassing the 10K per month mark and more, and where your focus should lie and how you can do it yourself. So let's get into it. 3 categories we're going to run over today: the essentials, the additions, and the I'm taking my systems extremely seriously category. Using all 3 of these together is going to build the powerful systems and foundations that 99% of people are not willing to do because it takes a little bit of time on the front end, but will save you hundreds of hours in the future. If you're someone that wants to take it to the next level, this is the video for you. Back when I first joined the company I now co-own called Young and Lazy, we used to take everything on pen and paper. Nothing was organized, everything was extremely hard to find, and for someone like myself coming into a business like that, I was distraught. Finding out how clients were getting on was a chore. Everything was all over the place. Seeing what we last spoke about on calls was difficult to find. And just knowing what we could do to move the business forward became so challenging. I'm guessing there's a lot of you out there who are doing the same, where most of your business is in your mind, it's only down on a pen and paper. And if I were to ask you, what was the last thing you spoke about with a client 2 weeks ago? The majority would probably not be able to tell me. Systems create the foundations for you to scale your business at the rate that you choose to do so. Rather than the business controlling them, you actually get to control your business. And this is where we start with the essentials, which there's 4 key areas for: tasks, working on the business, your brain dumps and ideas, and your vision. I'm going to be sharing a 1-page business hub for you that you can duplicate and start using. It's going to have the basics and the additions already implemented for you. So if you watch this video and you want to implement some of these things, then the link down below will allow you to get that template for completely free. These are the systems I get clients to use when they first join the company in order to start actually building the right building blocks for their business. Okay. Let's start with the tasks. This might seem like a really simple thing and something that most people have probably thought about when it comes to just being more productive and getting more done, but you need to use what we call the attack list. This is your ability to actually prioritize what's going on. Something that a lot of people like to do is have the easy tasks first to make them feel good about themselves. The reality is you've got to get that to fuck. Writing down the actual attack list for your day. What is the highest leverage task and what is the thing that is going to make you more money or scale your business to the next level is what you should be thinking about. Stop wasting the times on the things that are just going to make you feel slightly better about yourself and your business. If you're not bringing in sales, if you're not looking at how you're scaling the company, and you're not looking at the things that are going to build you into a better person, you're wasting your time. So with your tasks, sit down each day or night, whenever works best for you, and write exactly what you need to do that day. Prioritize it at the first thing that you need to do, being the challenging one. Best entrepreneurs that I have saw are the ones that are able to do this and bite the bullet when things get hard and realize that to scale to that next level and to beat that next boss, you have to face the challenging things that are in your way. If you decide not to and just start again and go for the easy things or start a new business, you're inevitably going to reach the exact same point in the future. So all you're doing is delaying the inevitable. The second one, which is my favorite, is the work on the business. This is something we've used for the last 2 years in order to continuously develop the business to the next stage. So this is split into 2 key parts in the Notion template, but also just as a general basis. This is working on the business and removing bottlenecks. Working on the business is the things that you do to scale the business up. So the things that you're going to implement, the things that you're going to try, the things that you're going to test, the new things that you're working on, and more. This can be broken down to literally anything. We have areas for hiring, for finances, for courses, for improvements, for strategy, and just anything that you can think of. And we have used this to really hone in and focus on the things that need to be done, which can then correlate back into your attack list that you need to do. The removing of bottlenecks is simply just the things that are stopping your business from growing. Think about it like a ship where there's holes at the bottom of that ship. Eventually it's going to cause it to sink. So what we need to figure out is what are the biggest bottlenecks in our business that's stopping us from getting to that next stage? And how do we actually plug them before they become a bigger problem? By doing this, you're able to separate the things that are going to work on the business and the things that are going to remove the bottlenecks inside. It allows you to pick and choose when you want to firefight rather than just kind of being all over the place and saying, yeah, I'll get to it when I can. You actually break it down in a way that makes sense for you and the company if you've got other people involved. Next up, we've got brain dumps. Now, brain dumps sort of works with ideas as well. I know you as an entrepreneur have so many ideas in your head all of the time. You're taking them on Apple Notes, you're writing them down at some point, you've got a journal you might be doing it, or you're just speaking to your friends and family about it. Reality is, all of those suck because you don't have a centralized area to keep all of your notes in the brain dumps that are going on. Some of your ideas are golden. some of them are ass. We need to be able to differentiate which ones should be worked on and which ones kind of need to be shelved at this moment in time. By keeping these in a database that's simple and easy to organize based on what they are and what they're related to in your business or your life, you're going to be able to keep track of the best ideas, especially if you decide each week to kind of review how things are going. This is going to be amazing to actually start implementing the great ideas that you've had and leaving the ones that are just kind of out there. And finally, with the essentials, it's going to be your vision. Now, to reach that 10K mark, you don't actually need a vision. I've seen multiple companies and multiple entrepreneurs get past that and beyond without even any systems or vision themselves. They've just kind of worked hard and done it. But the reality is, for most people, they need clarity and direction to continue to move forward. When they run into roadblocks, when they don't have some sort of vision of what they're moving with, or they don't have some sort of clarity of what they need to do, they tend to just halt and never move forward. What your vision allows you to do is to see a little bit further up that mountain, knowing that you are walking towards something that's going to get you to where you want to go. So if you just break down simple questions of why am I doing this? How do I want to move forward? Or using some of the questions in the Notion template, then that is going to allow you to create some sort of vision for yourself so that when the going gets tough, and it will get tough, you have something to aim for and can slowly start to move towards that, even if it feels completely unclear at that time. These are what I call the essentials of any business. Truly believe that you need these things to actually start building the right foundations that gives you control of what you're wanting to do. Let's move on to the additions and understand exactly what they are. The additions I've split into two key areas. It's going to be client calls and business developments. So client calls is quite self-explanatory. If you're working with clients, you're in that service industry, you're most likely going to be getting a lot of value from your clients that you're not taking. By not understanding where their pain points are, or why they most often come to you, or why clients churn, or just taking general notes of what's going on, you are probably missing out on tens of thousands of pounds purely because of your naivety to not actually understand the clients that have already paid you for your services. What we want to be doing here is taking notes of those client calls. This can be set up in multiple ways through automations with AI. You can even take your own notes, and I still personally write notes in a lot of the calls that I have with clients. What that allows us to do is review the things that we speak with clients and see if there's any commonalities. That then allows us to add to our curriculum, add to our ads, add to our funnels, and add to multiple places that we can speak on social media to talk directly to the ideal clients we want to be speaking to. When you take notes of those things, you also catch bottlenecks far faster and are able to solve them much quicker. I've often found that people who don't have the systems to be able to catch these bottlenecks quickly tend to take 2 to 3 months more to actually find the problems that are happening and the common issues that are going on. They've probably been glaring in the face for the last 2 months, but it's just because they haven't had systems to actually break that down. And the second one is business developments. Now, similar to working on the business and removing bottlenecks, this is more for the nuanced things that you add to your business to test if the improvement worked or not. The way that I've broken this down in the Notion template is that you can work on what the improvement is, you can implement that improvement, the steps that you're going to take to do so, and after the steps have actually been taken place, you can rate the level in which that development has worked. Has it been exceptional for the delivery process? Has it made the sales so much better? Has it made the company just function more smoothly? This again can be broken in from the client calls, where you're able to bring some things that clients have suggested that would make your business better. Therefore, you're giving them the opportunity to have a say in your business growth, and you're also implementing it yourself. And you're taking a note of it. So it allows you to see what the best changes were and what the worst changes were, knowing what to avoid in the future, what to focus on, and also you can help some of your friends who are building their own businesses too. Just as a side note, if this has helped you so far, just drop a like. I don't know. Finally, we've got the category of this guy wants to take the business seriously. Now, these 3 areas aren't in the template that I've given because there isn't a client home base in that template. However, these 3 areas are the things that I've saw when people start to look at them and take them seriously is really what moves them forward, not only in making money, but improving client satisfaction. The first one is what is known as a traffic light system, a simple green, amber, and red system for all of your clients to track how you believe they are getting on in your course, in your service, whatever you're providing for them. This is going to give you the insights to be able to review every single week how you believe all of your client base is getting on, knowing who's in the red, what you're able to do to help them improve, who's in the amber, what you can do to move them up to a green, and with the greens, what can you do to keep them at a green, and what can you do to sign more of those types of people. What you're going to find over time is the patterns in which red clients appear and the patterns in which green clients succeed, knowing that you can change your ideal client profile or who you're trying to target on social media or your ads or your business funnels to bring in more people like that. This is given multiple stable clients complete clarity on where they actually sit with their business, maybe what type of money they should be expecting in the next month and how they can get to move forward with clients who are in that red zone, but also pushing the green clients even further. We've used this for the last 2 years as well, and has been an absolute godsend in helping us improve the clients that might be struggling at that time and just giving us insights as to what tends to happen when a client decides to leave. Client churn is completely natural in business. You're never going to keep 100% of everyone that you ever work with for the rest of your life, but trying to minimize that as best as you can be a real powerful tool when used correctly. In the future, I'm going to be creating a video on exactly how you build the traffic light system just in a really simple manner, so that will be coming, don't worry. Next one up is retention. Now, something most businesses talk about, and even if you go and search this up yourself, you'll see that if you look at how to sign clients and how to get more money, those videos will be massive in terms of views. But if you look at how to retain clients, those videos simply do not get the same amount of views as what the signing clients will. This is because most gurus and coaches talk about how to sign more clients, how to get more money in the door. When the reality is, once you've signed that client, if you are not able to deliver on what you promised from getting them to sign, they're going to leave, leaving you with no money, no credibility, and your reputation goes down the drain. Your retention means basically everything in your business. If you have to replace every single client in 1 month, every single month, all you're going to be doing is stressing over sales and not having the ability to build the right foundations for your business. If you can understand the retention in your business, understand exactly how long someone is staying for, their average lifetime value with you, and what you can do to improve that using your working on the business and removing bottlenecks, you are going to be able to improve the amount of money that you're bringing in every single month, and also your average order value from your clients. Average order value is basically how much they pay you compared to how long they stay for. So it gives you that insight as to how much you should expect to make per client when they sign with you. Your aim should be able to understand if it's too low, how do we improve it? If it's high, how do we make it higher? And how do we improve the business to keep people for longer? Whether that's through upsells, downsells, or just natural progressions working with you. And the final thing that really gets into the depths of it, of what's going to help not only with these 2 areas, but every others, is your sales calls. Something that we have implemented over the last 1.5 years is recording every single sales call that we have and working out frameworks in order to make those work better for us. As I said at the start of the video, you can either control your business or your business controls you. If you're not working out why your sales calls are not converting or why they are converting, then you're not building a system that is actually going to help you make a ton more money with probably a lot less effort. At the start, when we used to do sales calls, myself and my business partner actually took them together to be able to understand exactly who we were looking for in our business and who we knew we could actually help. Now, 1.5 years down the line, we've hired 2 sales guys to help us do that, who actually embody the values that we try to provide for Young and Lazy. We have quite a strong vetting process for who we let into the network. So we think it's extremely important that we never compromise the values that we have always set. We have frameworks for our sales process, we record every sales call, and we also give feedback on those sales calls to ensure that we're continuously trying to sign the best people that we possibly can. So we aim to sign the best young entrepreneurs together and help them scale their business and their life. So signing the right clients is absolutely essential for us. You'll see that I'm extremely passionate when it comes to systems, and there's a reason for it. All the businesses that I've worked with and helped move forward have always had to build on the right foundations. If you don't, eventually everything comes crumbling down. And there always comes a point where the systems naturally have to come into place. If you want to scale your business, if you want to sell your business, if you want to grow your business, if you want to hire in your business, systems have to be there. Because if they're not, there's going to become an inflection point where your business just says no. If you start taking your systems seriously now, you will thank yourself for years to come, because you will have the right things in place to actually continuously scale you to the next level when you choose to do so. There's a clear path that will take you beyond what your competition is ever willing to do, and that's your systems. If you want to take your business systems to even further of a level, then click the link below and get that 1-page business hub. There's a video explaining exactly how to use it. And if you want to watch even further on systems and how you do it yourself, then click the video that's on the screen right now, and I'll see you in the next one.